Howdy, folks. Howdy, folks. All right, got the audio working. There was a temporary snafu there with the audio, but it's working now. Hope y'all are having a wonderful Thursday evening. Had to think a second, see if I could remember what day it was. And I'm pretty sure there were some folks in here way early, but when I went back to look at the chat, it didn't have everybody for whatever reason. And I know there were some folks that checked in way early. So I apologize for that because I don't remember exactly who it was. I think Henry G was one of them. And it may have been Angelo as well that we're having a conversation. But anyhow, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to choose. Okay, that's on live chat, so that's where it's supposed to be. So I want to say hello to Marco and Ground Fog and Angelo, Staff Sergeant Maximus, Ramsey Silent, reminding everyone to smash that like button and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. I appreciate that, Ramses. Paul Mills, and let's see who else. Now I think I'm up to the where I can say hello to everyone on the screen there. Ramses has been a member of the Everyday Crew for 12 months now, for 1 year. I appreciate that, Ramses. Thank you so much for that. Let's see here. What else? Marco says, post your pockets on the best channel on TKE Discord, on the TKE Discord. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There's Robin. Says, hi, you kids. Hope you're doing well, Robin. There's Dana. Thank you for being here, Dana. Robin said, Dana, you made it. This is y'all. This is a little bit late for Dana. Just a tad late for Dana. He's usually in bed by now. Oh, I'm going to bed soon. I told you. You may want to hang around, maybe till the end of this live. Just saying, just a suggestion, just a heads up. So I'm just kind of just giving you letting you know here early on. You may want to hang around if you have time. Paul Mill says I tried to post my pocket check anyway. Bug out 80/20.5 and my Fox slipped today. Very cool, very cool. Let's see, what did I have here? I carried this one. We'll talk about this one later, and then I carried my HB21 and my let's see, and my Kansas Main Street with the top liner lock, which is pretty stinking cool. There's a review out for that one a few days ago, so if you haven't seen, no, did I post? I did post that one. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. If you insist. Oh, me. Y'all check out Robin. That's Apex Carry. And Ramses is dropping the IG as well as the YouTube on that. So I guess I could put this one here since I did dig it out of the pocket just a minute ago. Fill in a little bit of space there. There we go. There we go. Dana says, every time I see that Main Street, I like it more. I will say that I really like the top liner lock. These scales are rather aggressive. So if you're carrying something that's fragile, I guess you could say, uh, in pants that aren't quite as able to stand up to a little bit of abrasion, um, you may want to check out one of the other top liner lock um, models. Apparently, there are several with aluminum scales and L max on the blade steel, but I still like it. Just forewarning you that it's grippy. James Hoyt, thank you for being here. Appreciate everyone that's taking their time to come and hang out for a few minutes. And Metal Relic Art has been a member for 6 months. I appreciate that, Metal Relic Art. Thank you so much for that. And y'all check out the link in the description for Metal Relic Art's webpage, as well as a discount code there. So y'all go check that out. Gabe Harlan says, I have wanted a knife with that milling pattern for a very long time. I've had another one like that that had that milling pattern, and I really like it. There's Mo Patty says, and with the $5 super chat says, whoop, Thursday night bedtime story with Tommy already hit the like button. Good night. Alrighty. The funny part is I've got another friend in the um, that enjoys high end knives and has had some surgery recently, so he's been watching a lot of my videos and says I have a very calming voice. And I said, yeah, I get told I put people to sleep all the time. If you're having trouble getting to sleep, turn on Help with Gadgets, and apparently it lulls one to slumber a little bit faster, apparently. But thank you, Mo Patty. Appreciate that. And I'm surprised Trish isn't giving me a lot of grief, and I got her a couple of times in the last day or so, messing with her. So thanks, Mo Patty. Have a good night. Let's see who else we got here. Don't want to miss saying hello to anyone. There's Henry. Henry G. I mentioned you earlier, but I don't know if you were. If I did while you were on, you may have. It's our bedtime. Trish, I was just telling everybody you may want to hang around till toward the end of the live. Gabe Arlen says, not true. I'm on 2 hours sleep in 72 hours. You aren't putting me. Good grief, Gabe. How are you even functioning right now? I would be like, I can sit here in this. If I'm tired, I can sit here in this chair and fall asleep. And I mean, I don't do that a lot. I'm not like Trish and taking a nap or anything, but I can fall asleep sometimes just sitting at my desk, especially if I'm watching something on the computer here in front of me. Tommy's keeping me up and lulling me to sleep. Oh man. TKE says, you watch it, mister. There's that TKE guy. He says he's listening kinda and lurking, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually going to be on this Saturday at his normal 10:30 time, because Mo Patty's going to be away. I will try to be on there, but I've got the we've got the grand boy this weekend, so that is to be determined. Paul Mills says, TK, my predator bro. And let's see, get him, Neil. Henry G says, TKE, who's that? Gabe says, I've only known being an insomniac since I was a baby. Wow. Ramsey says he's carrying the Leatherman Arc, Leatherman Squirt P4, Spyderco Bodacious S30V, Spyderco Shaman M4, Spyderco Native 5 Lightweight N15V, Spyderco Nirvana, Spyderco Mangia, Maniago. Probably butchered that one. I don't know that one. I am not familiar with that one. And the Outdoor Element Feather Chisel. Oh, Betty says family friendly isn't going to stay family friendly. Marco says TK who? Nice. Paul Mills says that one guy from that thing. Y'all check out Mo Patty's channel. TK says giveaway this Saturday is going to be a numbers game. Going to do an arcade and at Arcane, maybe? Arcade? Arcane? And S35 for members, as I think, since I've been in exile, and we'll do regular giveaway, but you have to vote in the poll which one out of two. And then Robin says, Ramses, you have a Nirvana now? TK Marcos says, turn on your notifications for TK's live. TK says, Moped gifted channel like Crisis, Tommy. Can you believe the generosity? She's a very generous person. And so that's very cool there, TKE. Dr. Drew Dude says, sup, alls y'alls, doing some dishes. I think Trish called your bluff there, TKE. Those Crisis are sweet, though. Just saying. James Hoyt says, carrying Spyderco Starmate and my BSF Lemmy today. Burning Stables Forge. Paul Mill says PG-13. Robin wants to know what scales did you get on your Lemmy there, James Hoyt? Dana says, Trish, that was so generous. Can you believe how generous? So generous. And y'all check out that TKE guy there. And TKE says Flytanium Arcade for members. Flytanium. That's right. I do remember seeing something about a Flytanium Arcade. You just never know with TKE sometimes. You have to ask for confirmation and clarification. I think I'm a member too. There's Trouble Bunny. Hey, Trouble Bunny, thank you for being here. We do appreciate it. Want to know why Nye says tenable par? Fenrir tenable. Bill Petty is protesting what TKE says and says, I did not, Dana. TKE's the one trying to get in trouble now. But Neil said so, Trish. Well, you know what? Just because TKE said something there, Dana, we know. We know. Missed something there. All right, let's see. James Hoyt says, I'm looking for a Spidey Little sub hilt and a Payson CQI upgraded version. Struggling to find. So y'all keep an eye out. If you know of something, please let James Hoyt know. Or if you have one stuck away in your collection and may not want it anymore, check that out. James Hoyt said for that Lemmy scales, he got the Grip Tech speckled yellow neon. I got the black Grip Tech scales on mine. And I found out if you hit it with a UV light that it kind of glows blue. And with that super cool orange color on the scales that are on my Caius, it is really cool. At least that's my opinion. Angelo's saying hello to everybody. Robin says carried a brass brigade, J-Cow, and a Sparrow Strix. Those Strix are pretty cool. Gabe Harlan says if it's a member thing, I won't intrude. TK says I have a Lamia en route. Been hunting that one for a minute. Wait, I missed something there. Oh, okay. I think that was a mention from something else that Ramses may have picked up. TK says my Vulcan glows pinkish purple in UV light. Dana says the Lamia would be a very nice gift for the members, TK. That's a good point. TK says I will have a Nirvana in the Spidey collection someday. Blessed EDC is here. Thank you for being here, Blessed EDC. Matt Moore is here as well. And what in the world's going on with 27 people in here on a non-giveaway night? Well, not normally a giveaway night. You may wanna hang on to till the end here. Just saying. Paul Mills says TK, real men have pink knives. Paul Mills is saying hello to Thomas. James Watt says I really like Brian White's Burning Stables Forged Motley with glow carbon scales. TKE is reiterating that it is a members and a regular giveaway on that live on Saturday, so you can still do a regular giveaway. Hang out and chat during the whole thing. Zero intrusion, says he. MK Ultra Miranda says, hey, all working and lurking. Hope all's well, and thank you for being here, Miranda. TK says, I can give away a Gen 2 Lamia. On the Edge is new member in the jungle. What? Let's see what's going on here. I missed something. Neil McKenzie says he's been a member for 14 months, and Blessed EDC's been a member for 6 months. Thank y'all so much. Really appreciate that. What are y'all doing? Is somebody TK, behave yourself. I'm gonna remove your mod status if you don't quit. Behave yourself, mister. All right, let's see. I think he has Trish's Lamia and is gonna get in trouble. And apparently Trish is trying to say stuff and he is timing her out. So I have a feeling TK's fixing to be in a lot of trouble. All of those are not the giveaway knives. Y'all smash that like button, please. Thank you and appreciate it. Trouble Bunny says, I heard Trish would donate a knife for a giveaway tonight. Oh boy, here we go. And TK says, wanted to do the thank you for members that have stuck it out for the months. It's more like a year or more, isn't it, mister? Now, months of waiting. Y'all check out MK Ultra, otherwise known as Miranda. TKE says S35 Flytanium Arcade is a pretty good giveaway, I think. And y'all check out On the Edge there. On the Edge has really cool knives, cool stickers. I got he printed me some stickers. Y'all check him out. And I even got some with information on the back there that I can pass out at like blade show and stuff. So check out his prices. Send him a message. Dana says that's an excellent giveaway, TK. TK says Trish loaned me a Lamia Gen 2. Meanwhile, I just tonight brought a natural grip Lamia. Neil says, TK, do you need to go back to your cage? Why am I not seeing oh, you hadn't timed anybody out, but you're deleting messages, mister. And why am I not seeing Trish anymore? Huh. Let's see here. Time. What's the last time that TKE dude? Oh, okay. Oh, TKE's getting deleted. Never mind. Let's see here. I gotta go back up here. All right. Dana says I was sleepy, but the shenanigans are definitely waking me up. TK says, you stop hushing me, mister. I have not timed anyone out. My bad. My bad, TK. Brown Sugar says, hello. Hello to you, Brown Sugar. I appreciate you being here. Ramsey's just reminding everyone to hit that like button, that thumbs up. I appreciate it. James Wood says, what knife shown is your favorite? Right now, it is this one here. This is the Remet Orca, and I got that one in, and it's pretty stinking cool. So that's the one that I'm liking a whole lot right now. I also really like that Main Street with the top liner lock. And I like the Concept strip as well, and the rest of them were ones that I got in from TC Blade. Just a few evenings ago, I met him and traded off some knives. So there's that. All right, let's see. Dwayne Letterman, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. I got way behind on the chat here, at least 2 or 3 minutes. JK says, Tommy thinks it's always me. I wonder why. I think some other messages might have been being deleted, maybe some that I actually read. But anyhow, now he's calling me old. Man, calling me old, Mister Grand Mister. Oh boy, here we go. He's trying to get everybody riled up so they'll watch his live on Saturday. I'm sorry that I accused you of deleting messages, TK. Your messages may have been getting deleted. Let's see. Thomas McDonald, thank you for being here, man. I don't think I said hello to you. Paul Mills is wanting to know where Mr. Eddie got to. Apparently, he got busy doing work and skateboarding. So, Matt Moore, thank you for being here, man. I don't know if I said hello to you. Says those inlays are wicked nice, as well as the scales next to the orca on the left. This one is and I haven't even learned what all of these are right now. I think, well, set that down on. I am not even sure what this is. By the process of elimination, it's a Civivi. I think it is a Pentad Damascus, from what I can tell. And That's one of the ones that TC sent me. And these are really cool. I think they're called Ultimate Warrior, and there's a little bit of yellow right here, but the rest of it's the pinks and the blues, and that's a good one. J1 Doobie says hello, and Kentucky Windage says evening all. Thank y'all both for being here. TK says sorry for missing, folks. Tommy's blind accusations have made me miss chat. I doubt you've missed very much, TKE. James says Rumed is making some decent knives. This is true, absolutely. TK says better, or probably won't have as many members nor as many viewers as I used to in the live, so better chance of winning. I think you'll probably have plenty that would normally be in Trish's live there, TK. It'll probably be a good many, I'm guessing. TK says I'll go ahead and rip the band-aid off. It is a vertical and it's numbers game on both. LOL, LOL, tis the only way I can do it at this time. And then TK's checking out, says Misters and Missuses. See y'all Saturday morning, hopefully. Matt says, love the way they do the Damascus. It looks like shark teeth, and I think you must be talking about the Civivi here. It does look pretty cool. There we go. That's a little bit better there. Get it to focus. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? TK, not everybody can goof off at work the way you do. Dog One, thank you for being here, man. I like to give TK a hard time. And Dog One, thank you for being here. You should have a package almost to you, I think. Think maybe tomorrow. Marco says go resub before Saturday. And Dana's doing the flashlights. Very cool there, Dana. All right, let's see. Did something happen? It looks like something happened. What is going on? Did it freeze up for a second? Because I looked up. Maybe not. I'm not seeing anything. Um, my feet per second's going 60 feet per second, and no frames missed due to rendering, no skipped frames due to lag, and it looks like everything's going well. No frames dropped or nothing. So, all right, let's see. Doggone says, help, I'd forgotten. Now I'm at another level of happy. Awesome. SC Knife Monkey says, howdy, Tommy and crew. Hope you're doing well, SC Knife Monkey. Ramsey says, TK, you have me until the numbers game. I rarely catch modes live because I'm sleeping, and I will probably just sleep through so I can lose and others don't have to. Robert Willoughby, thank you for being here. I actually skipped over you somehow. Thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. There's Mind of Milton. Milton, somebody was just asking about Mr. Eddie. And TKE was just here. He may have just left, but TKE was had graced us with his presence for a few moments, and it was I was giving him a little grief, and of course he was being TKE, so got one of those as well. He did get a hush mister. That is true. I'm pretty sure. Apparently, wrongly accused him of deleting chat messages, and it was actually his that were getting deleted. So y'all check out Mind of Milton. SC Knife Monkey says, where is TKE? And y'all check out SC Knife Monkey there. So you guys may want to try to hang around toward the end of the chat, just saying, "Oh, that's Mopedi. I thought he was deleting yours, and then I finally figured it out because it doesn't show on this screen over here, but it was showing on this screen over here, and I'm like, he's deleting her chats and messages, and I'm like, oh, I'm fixing to unsub him." James Hoyt says, I have a Cortex XL coming. What does everyone think of those? I really like the looks of those, James Hoyt. Those look really cool. I don't know that I've actually tried one. Mom has, I think. I think Milton has, if I'm not mistaken. There's Mopedi saying I was deleting his. Matt Morris says, Mopedi, there you are. What's up? There's Mind of Milton saying, James, I think it's okay, but the lock is not my favorite. And then Paul Mills is saying, James, if you don't like it, let me know. She's hanging around just to I think see what's going on, because there's almost 40 people in here. Did somebody cancel a live tonight or something? And y'all, let me know what you think here. Since we've got a few people here, I'm thinking about trying a different time. Actually, Fridays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. Is that a time that that people would be willing to watch, or no? What do you guys think? I'm just trying to find a time that nobody else is live, and to keep from being in conflict with anybody else. So I'm thinking Fridays from 6 to 8 might be something that would be cool to try if you guys think it would work. I think it would be a kind of a pre-show to Metal Complex, as if. But so apparently, from what I'm seeing, Dan Kinman didn't go live, nor Lefty. So that's why I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces that I hadn't seen in a while, and I appreciate y'all coming in here. I do appreciate it. Well, it's okay, Ramses. We'll do something here in just a minute. It'll be fine. All right, wait a minute. Hang on. Tommy is forcing us to. Milton's trying to grill at the same time he's talking. There's J1 saying Lefty canceled. Well, I appreciate that, dog one, but I know there's a lot of other folks that have lives at the same time. And then no Lefty tonight. Dana says that could work. Robin says I'm in Reps live. Most Fridays at 6 p.m. Oh, Replicant EDC. Okay. Neil McKenzie says I'm off on Fridays. Dogwood says I would if it's all there is. Kinman, Thomas McDonald says bottom right, new sin cut. This is the new, or well, this is the Cool Whale, the Remet Cool Whale. I picked it up at Blade Show, and it's pretty cool. This is a budget model. I think it's right around $50. It was a little bit cheaper at Blade Show. Oh, Mopedi says no when TKE comes back. Finally, I was going to take that slot, Mister. Oh me. Dog one says pre-B's, pre-MC. Whoa, Paul Mills. Easy there. Just avoid kazoos. Bees goes about 8 o'clock, doesn't he? Thereabouts. Burning Stables Forge says sups, dudes and dudettes. Oh, don't worry, I'm not doing kazoos there, James. J1 says Kinman shuts down at 9 Central Time usually. Robin says, hey, Claytonus. And Clayton says, Tommy. Wait. Oh, about Missouri. My nephew's in Missouri. He's 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 from South Carolina, and he's been fortunate enough to be able to experience a lot of storms this year. He said more storms in the less than a year that he's been living in Missouri than he has been in all his life. So, whoa, Mo Patty said them's was fighting words there, Paul Mills. Neil McKenzie says Arizona heat has me tired all the time. Trouble Bunny says, saw you on the schedule, so turned you on. Usually head to bed after DBD. Well, thank you for dropping in, Trouble Bunny. I appreciate it. The chat's gone crazy tonight. I really appreciate that. Dana says, that's a pretty budget knife. That is true. Let's see. Y'all check out Burning Stables Forge there. He does some pretty cool work. I would have his knife in here, but I actually took it into my area where I do my videos to show him that how it looked under a UV light, and I think it looked pretty cool. But I forgot to bring it back in here, so that's my fault. Let's see here. Clayton's in the house. Paul Mills is feeling the love from that Patty person that's from Missouri. Patty said, Mills, hush it. Oh, brother. Awesome. All right, let's talk about some of the knives that's on the table here. We already went over this. This is the Remet Cool Whale. Clayton used to have one of these, and then I think he did a giveaway with it. So we're not cool whale bros anymore. But still pretty cool. Apparently he had some problem with some pitting on his, but I am not seeing that on mine. So I guess I picked out a better one or something, or it could be that salt in the air down there. This is a pretty cool knife. If you haven't checked this out, this is the Concept Strip, and this one this is pretty stinking cool. Oh, you still got it? Oh, I thought you did the giveaway with it, man. I guess we're still cool whale bros then. So that's the strip, and I like it. Very cool knife, and not that expensive either. This is a Remet. From what I can understand or figure out, this is a Remet Two-Face, is what it's called. and it's pretty cool too. Somehow I have, let's see, I have that. That's a remet. That's a remet. The Coolwell's a remet, and then this one's a remet. So I went from checking out 0 remets to now I own 2 and have another one that I'm checking out. So this one is interesting. The acoustics on it is really good, and it's pretty comfortable as well. So this one I wasn't prepared for this one. This is pretty good. And like I said, I just got these. When was it? Tuesday evening, Monday evening. So I haven't had a lot of time with them, but I figured I'd pull. Okay, what's the name again? Which one's that dog one? The one that I just put up was with the dual grinds is the Remet Two Face. And this one, by process of elimination, is the CJRB Mega Maximal Proto. And it says Proto on it, so I'm guessing I'm right on that. So that one's pretty cool. For a crossbar lock. Still not my favorite Monster Hunter. Thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. All right, this one. This one is I don't know. It may be a Tactus Gear, the Strike, maybe. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not sure. Okay, cool, cool deal. Mick Ranger says, "What up, Tommy and crew? Thank you for being here." I think that's what this one is. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I am. It's not one that I'm familiar with. All right, this one is the Olatan's Gecko SLD Magic, and that's a pretty cool blade right there. So this one's pretty neat. Along with it says Olatan's right there as well. And look at that full backspacer on that thing. That's a neat little knife. All right, and then we have, let's see what else we have here. No, this is the Tactus Gear, the Strike. I've got to pull this one back in because I don't know what it is. But this appears to be the Tactus. All right, so there's that one. This one is the Tenable Tarkin Nitro V, and this one surprised me. This is a budget model, 70 something odd dollars. And I was like, that's a really well designed knife. And then I happened to look at the back and I said that logo looks kind of familiar. I'm like, isn't that Christensen's logo? And I'm like, yeah, it is. When I looked it up, so this is the Tenable Tarkin Nitro V, and that thumb disc on top works really well, especially a budget knife that it also has a very very nice front flipper on it. So there's that. All right, when we talked about this one, this is the main street with the top liner lock, and I'm shaking the recoil of the knife is shaking the camera. So this one's pretty cool as well. I like that one. And now I'm still trying to figure out. It says it's L-Max, and I don't see anything listed in here with L-Max. I don't know what that one is. I got to figure that out. Well, let's leave that one here. This one is really cool. This is the Romet Orca. And on top of having very cool scales, the action on this is pretty good. I know, it's really good. Um, and there's not many that I can front flip with my pinky like that. I need to add that. I guess I need to add that to my walking and flicking. Um, at least on this one. I haven't done this one yet. But Fred the Lug, thank you for being here, man. Hope everyone that's here is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Fred says just getting back from an escape room activity. Very cool. Those are fun. Dog One says there's a gecko in there, Tadish. I can see that. Dana says I've got a meteor in copper foil, beautiful and so fidgety. That is the Orca. Orca that just got dropped. uh, so yeah, that one's been in pocket for a few days. Don't forget about the walking and flicking with gloves. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. That one's actually mine, Fred. I somehow I got to looking at whatnot, and it popped up, and I said, well, and I got it for a good deal too. So I'm not gonna complain on that. This is the Civivi Pentad, is what he has written down here. I know nothing about it, but someone mentioned it. This one has pretty cool Damascus on it. Looks like shark's teeth. Dana says Romet's button frame lock is pretty cool. Yeah, it is. That's the first button frame lock I have got, and I'm pretty impressed. Um, I've not even done a disassembly and cleaning on it either. So yeah, the Pentad's pretty good. It's a larger knife. Is that the Orca? Yeah, probably so. I think you would probably enjoy that knife. It's not. Let's see. Let me see what you might have that. What I might have here that would be size wise. It's not, in my opinion, huge. Here it is against a North Arm Sky High there, Fred. If that tells you anything. I know I'm thinking about ordering some skiffs for it there, Dana. So I'm not. I haven't done it yet. Ramses. All right, guys. hang on a second, Ramses. Before you guys leave out of here, let's see if we can do something right here, right quick. If you want to be entered for a mystery knife giveaway for tonight, go there and enter. And we're going to try this. We're going to try this. So, Ramses, make sure you hit that before you leave. On there it says, I heard you say something about Two-Face. I have one of those. Love the knife. Yes, that was the one. That was this one here. That was the Remet Two-Face. And it's got something right here on the back, and I don't know if that. I think maybe it has a attachment for a flipper. Maybe I don't know. So okay, there it is. There it was with that North Arm Sky High there, Fred. Uh, I'm not sure exactly what you might know the size of. Let's see. Here it is with a American Blade Works Model 2, Model 1, Model 1. So it's actually shorter than American Blade Works Model 1. Ah, I got you. I got you. That could be moved from that to there. See, that's the kind of information I need. The acoustics are great on this. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but next time you go live, turn the new YouTube autocorrect feature off. I'll have to figure out what's going on there. All right, I'll pin that at the bottom there, Gabe. It should be the pinned message there. Go there and enter. I'm going to use. I'm going to try out drop beacon. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, Nick Rangers, but thank you for letting me know that. Monster Hunter says Remet is going to drop the Two-Face again before Christmas. On the edge says, I wish I had the guts to carry more of my knives. Didn't want to mess them up. I've ordered a few lately that I shouldn't have. I'm going to try to put in pocket. Edgerati on the way. Very cool. Okay, Fred. Dog One says, I have a knife with a flipper that can be changed years ago. Forgot what. General Blaze says, having an off-brain day. Want to say hello and love your knife fam. I'll be lurking. All right, y'all. Don't forget to enter the giveaway there in the link at the bottom, the pinned comment. Spider Code Sage 6 with Rex 121. Haha, yeah, that's a good one. Red says, I just got a few back from a past rail. Feels like I got some new knives. Yeah, Gabe, I don't know. I'm trying that out. I don't know if I'll keep using that, but I thought it would be interesting to try. Dana says, on the edge, I'll never convince my wife to let me get the Rex 121 Sage 6 too pricey. On the edge says, waiting for Kaiser Sable Chief K390 polished DLC Ultra. titanium and fat carbon purple haze. What? Wow. Stroner says drop pick is nice, cuts out the work for the creators. It does seem like it's interesting. I'm still, like I say, I'm still unsure. I just happened to get somebody to ping me about that the other day, and I was like, okay, let's see. All right, let's see. Also, just to let you know, if you enter there, even if you have to leave, um, it we can still contact you to let you know you won. So it's neat there. It's more of a not so much social, but a tool to use for various and sundry things in order to and also to do giveaways and such. All right, let's see here. I'm going to check right quick and see if we've had anybody post up in the Discord. And if that's the case, well, that's neat. If I try to minimize that, it says nope, you're not doing that. All right, let's see. Why am I not seeing what I need to be seeing? There it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, we got to go over and check out. We got to go over and check out the Discord. All right, let's see. Let's go. And you guys, that's the feedback I needed to know too. So, um, so that we can figure out if that was something I wanted to use. And I appreciate that feedback. Oh, let's finish this up right quick, and then we'll go check out the Discord. This is the Kaiser. This is the Kaiser Takaha. It looks like. So I still don't know, even through the process of elimination, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to ask him. Apparently he didn't. Wait. The only thing that I don't see is a Trivisa Little Fatty, but it says M390. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. The compound ground and it's very nice, but I don't know what it is for sure. But it might be a Trivisa. I don't know. Freddie, does this one look like one that you may know what it is? Fred's dropping Fred's dropping something in the Discord right now, so he probably doesn't hear me on that one. And then this one is a Fentiso Falcon titanium with S35 VN, it looks like. So that one's pretty cool. Not even a little. I'm not sure either. So there you go. All right. I'm gonna have to ask TC if he comes on here. All right, let's jump over to the Discord. And well, let's see. Got to get rid of that. There we go. All right, let's go over here and look right quick. Robin has dropped is showing us the Sparrow as well as the other one that he mentioned, and I don't remember which one it was. And also the cool little Mr. Mouse. Thank you for being here. The cool little utility knife that think it's made in USA, by the way, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Um, but that one's cool too. And then, of course, a Strix Sparrow, and then a Fixie with a Junkin' Genius. Robin, what's the tell us again what we have here? A Rivalry Zero, yep, that's the OTF box cutter. And then the Sparrow, and then what's the Fixie? Brass Brigade JKAL. Very cool. That's nice. Okay, so Fred confirmed that this is the Travisa. Oh, where's it at now? Uh, Travisa Little Fatty. So that's pretty cool. That looks like a Sparrow Strix. Yep, that is. It's not a. It's it's clashing with your Hank there, I think, Robin. But it looks cool. I like it a lot. TKE says the crisis, a gift from Mo Patty's what he says. Um, I don't think I'm believing him on that one, according to what Mo Patty said. But that's what he said. I haven't seen Lion Not a Sheep today, doggone. And then Fred DeLug says just got in from a pass. I haven't seen that one, Fred. Winter Blade Co. Very cool. The Mythic. Nice blade shape. Very cool. All right. That Trish is just so generous. All right. Yep. Y'all enter the link there to we'll draw here in just a few minutes. The link down at the bottom's for Drop Beacon. And Dana says that Trish is just so generous. Yep, that's a Nathan's crisis up there. Nathan M's crisis. And he's got some that have a opening hole instead of the thumb studs, which is my preference, is that opening hole. So I don't have one of those yet. All right. Everybody entered. Anybody need any additional time to enter? Let me know. Or else we're going to go over there and do that. Let's see if we can transition back to the desktop. And oops, how do you do it? Open the management page. Let me make sure I know what to do here. I've got 30, I'm showing 31 entries. Very cool, very cool. Okay. And yes, that is very cool, very cool. Absolutely, Fred. Yeah, it's in pocket right now. Oh, what says I see that coin. This is the one coin that I have, or the one poker chip that I have that that Blue made for me. We put the family friendly Fireside knife chat or knife talk on the back, and then help with gadgets on the front of it, and pretty cool. But right, well, it's not reflecting in the light correctly right there. All right, so let's do this. I will also let's get some stickers out here because I will give some stickers away with this too. This is not our normal giveaway night, but Fentiso contacted me and sent me the Fentiso Atlas. It's a pretty cool knife, and I've got to get um, I've got to get our disassembly cleaning video and a review video done on that. All right, the Help with Gadgets coin is not part of it there, but I do have a TC poker chip there. I have a couple of throw in a couple of the older stickers. We'll do Kelly's Mishmash. We'll do a QSP sticker. We'll do another Kelly's Mishmash. I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep that one. We'll put a Fred the Lug sticker in there. We'll put a Burning Stables Forge sticker in there. We'll put a Knives Fast sticker in there. Is that just one? That's just one. We'll put a Bees Blade sticker in there. Just look at it. All right, let's see. I have a Mopatty sticker. We're going to put that in there. See the Anagonzo sticker. The sticker pack's going to be pretty cool. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think I saw something come across Robert Jones, and there's also I think this is one of his as well. He sent me some stickers. Numb knives. We're gonna put one of those out there. Oh, all right, let's see. One more thing here. Nope, not that. We'll put a Phoenix one out there. And I'm going to throw in an Edgy Blade Works patch. So lots of stuff. All right, and Fred, appreciate it, man. Blue, no, it's in the link down below, pinned link. And I'll do a refresh here in just a second. Give you time to enter in that. And I'm going to back up. I appreciate that, Mick. I think I saw that come across. Neil McKenzie says I'm 33. There's Dana saying pin below. Did you join up there, Blue? Anybody need any additional time? Let's see what we have here. I can actually look. I had a few more entries, and it looks like I do see Blue. I see Beekeeper. Have you entered, or do you need to Oh, no problem, no problem. All right. Using my real name, not Mouse. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring up this page over here. And let's see here, window capture. We'll look at that, and we'll turn this off, and we'll go over here. All right, let's try this. Let's see how it works. We've got this here, 34 entries. I'm gonna hit refresh just to make sure. And now all I have to do is draw a winner, I think. We're gonna find out here shortly because I do not know for sure. Oh, very cool on the edge. I'll get with you, man. That sounds like that sounds like a cool deal. All right, all right. We're going up here and we're going to draw a winner and see if this works. I think this is how it works. Gonna find out. It selects winner at random, marks the giveaway as drawn, emails entrance can't be undone. But that's okay. Yeah, I did it. Yes. Let's do it. It says 15. Number 15. Who's that? Who'd that be? Lion, not a sheep. Welcome, man. All right. Number 15, LRG NINCRG. Who'd that be? Roger Baker says that's me. No way. Very cool, Roger. All right, I got a little scared there for a second. So, Roger, you have won. Oh, let me get back on the main screen here. You have won this the sticker pack and the Fentiso Atlas. Blue said I was going to say not me. I was 29. But congratulations, Robert Jones. I actually had Robert Jones's stickers in here. And I would have some blues in here, but I don't think I have any blue stickers. Do I not have any blue stickers? Oh, let's see here. Surely I do. Surely. Maybe, maybe not. I need to get organized, but that seems like an awful lot of work to separate out all of those different creator stickers. But I don't see. Oh, I see. I saw some TKE stickers there. I didn't put his out this time. Well, I thought I had some blue stickers, but I don't see them. All right, very cool, very cool. And congratulations there. Congratulations there, Robert Baker. Roger Baker. Good grief, I can't even talk now. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it may have your information here. If not, Roger, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram and double check, make sure I have your address. Because I see this here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dana says, "Can I go to bed now, Mister?" You can, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think, let's see. I do have a piece of paper here. Have a good one, Dana. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys saw that, but pretty sharp. I was getting curly cues on that one. I can't even pick it up with the, and I don't know where my tweezers are. But yeah, if you guys can see that right there, um, she's sharp. That'll make some curlies, absolutely. So Roger, I do have to do a couple more videos with this one. I did walking and flicking on with it today, but I'll have to do a couple of more with it, and then I'll get it sent out to you. Spell check. Oh, okay. Look at that cut. Absolutely. McRanger says, I really hope McNeese drops some backspacers for the Mac PM2. That's what I think Mick was telling me I needed to turn that off, apparently. Um, and the funny thing is, it's not showing here. It's not showing here on mine, on my other screen here. But that's what Mick was telling me that I needed to turn off because apparently it wasn't do. It probably isn't. It probably isn't translating me very well. But yeah, I'll have to fix that. Customization tab, yeah. J1 says Apollo is a cool knife. I have the red and black Damascus. Hmm. Oh, every time you kill run alive, great. Yeah, I think that's I think not the translator issue. I thought Clayton's been lurking and listening, I think. And I've got to go get a I've got to go get a bag um for this. I don't think I'll forget, but Trish says I'm getting old, so I don't forget who this is supposed to go to. Roger Baker, that's okay, man. Hopefully this package finds you well and you're feeling better by the time it gets to you. One says, "Who's in charge of the translator?" Probably YouTube. If I had to guess, that's what I would guess. That's what I would guess if I were having to guess. All right, let's see. Anything else that we want to discuss before we wrap it up? Um, we'll have our regular giveaway the last Thursday of the month, so look forward to that. I have a few. Um, I'm collecting some knives up here for giveaway knives. Um, so I've got some cool knives that have been sent to me. I had one of the channel members actually sent me a couple of knives, and then I bought a couple, and a knife company sent another one. So we've got some cool stuff coming up. My son-in-law is actually printing out. Let's see. We'll look at that one right quick if I can. Let's see. He's actually printing. Let's see if I can bring this up. We'll look at it if it'll work. It says live stream is in use. I'm not using it right now. I don't think. It's not wanting to work. My son-in-law's printing out some more knife stands, and he's actually got it where he can watch his printer. So he sent me the link to the live stream, um, and I've been watching it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to show you guys because it doesn't seem like it's wanting to load. So anyhow, talking about flight cameras, yeah, that's the latest kerfuffle that's going on with a lot of small towns and cities. And I think I saw one. I think I saw one at a place where a lot of people park to go fishing at a river not too far from here. I happened to glance over, and I've got to check, but I think they've got a flock camera over there so they can see who's going down under the bridge and fishing. So I do think there's can be a good thing, but I don't think they've got it. It's just I don't think they've got it controlled enough. People are able to do way too much stuff that they shouldn't be able to do. And it's just like at work. I work at a hospital, and we have to monitor people's access to make sure there's not accessing stuff that they shouldn't have access to. And if small towns and cities have these flock cameras, they're likely not monitoring that like they need to. Okay, Mick says, love this knife. Which one are you talking about, Mick? I think you're talking about a specific knife, and I don't know which one. Maybe the McNeese. Yep. My new Mac PM2. Cool. Ramsey says, just pulling to work. Have a great night all. Glad I could lose so Roger did not have to. Yeah, I've got those listed out for I've got those listed out for him to they're in the queue. Yeah, facial recognition is messing up big times. And there are groups, yeah, all kinds of stuff. I was watching something about a woman. They accused a woman of stealing a package off the porch, and it wasn't her. Somebody looked similar to her, and they tried to blame her for it because she was in the area. So yeah, all kinds of not good stuff. Mick says, I'm so happy I held out and got the 3.5 inch Gen 2. Very cool. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Monster Hunter, I had to check the email. I won a modded platypus, Olight, Demco bag, and swag bag. Let's see. I got to remember. I saw something about that, J1. Have a good night, Monster Hunter. We're going to wrap it up here just momentarily. But everybody's hanging around, so Did you hear about the kid suspended for using a ham radio in school? Why did he get suspended for using a ham radio? That's very interesting because actually a ham radio operator, but you may have known that, beekeeper. You may be as well. I can't remember everybody that is, but I'm thinking you are, beekeeper. Yep, that was on Wyvern last night. Yes, that is true. Now we're invested in finding out about somebody getting suspended for using ham radio. They also took his radio. Well, that's not cool. Some schools actually have ham radio clubs. Were they afraid he was going to use it for nefarious purposes, not knowing that people use their watches and phones and everything else at school would be much more likely to do something. Mick says, I operate turkey and cheese really good. Ham, not so much. Hardy, har there, Mick. Was it because of broadcasting? Wyvern Kodiak, hope you're well, man. Thanks for being here, Sam. Yeah, we've already done a giveaway, and I actually tried using. Oh, I did use. All right, SE Knife Monkey. I used Drop Beacon for a giveaway tonight. Robert Jones's Courier Pigeons. Come on, beekeeper, give us some more information, man. We're waiting with anticipation. Sam, it worked pretty well, but I did get some feedback from folks that they really don't want to use that service simply because they don't want to add another layer of something they have to give their email address. I was gonna say bated breath, dog one, but I changed it to anticipation. But it worked. It worked well for except we didn't know who won for a minute until Roger um, piped up and told us it was him. I think I think folks like using the spinning wheel. That seems to be what a lot of people like to do is the spinning wheel. Um, so I'll probably use that on the next one because I just did a hashtag search last time, um, and they there was questions about it um, while we weren't using the wheel. So okay, so beekeeper said there's a WKYT. I'm gonna have to put a note down on that. Doggone said that wheel's a lot of fun. WKYT. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to look that one up. J1 says I like drop beacon. It certainly makes it easy for folks to log in, and then yeah, numbers one does have a chink in the armor. Um, I know a lot of people like the numbers game though. I'm normally not very good at it. I tend to do better when it's a random drawing. Yeah, you definitely could, dog one. Um, the only way I can think to do that is actually show the screen and do a random number generator and have that random number generator pick after the fact. That's the way that I could see that going. But I mean, there is the question about, did you share that number beforehand and you point it to somebody? I can't say I've ever seen anybody that I have suspected that has done that, but that is of course a possibility. So I like it when it's totally random and um, there's no question about it. I remember I tried to do a numbers giveaway early on, and it just did not go well at all. Um, so I like using something that you can't manipulate. Sam says drop beacon does require info, but if anyone explores the service in its entirety, it's really great for shopping, finding content, getting discount codes, and buy sell trade. Yep, I can see that. I can see that. And it's still in the process of being built, so I'm sure he's going to be improving some stuff as well. But lots of folks don't like signing up for another service that's going to give you additional emails, the potential to have your email shared. So, and I didn't choose any of that stuff, but it could also be used to gather email addresses. So I think it does work pretty good. And the gentleman, he was very nice in setting me up and getting me going. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, and I think folks like doing things differently. I think the wheel went over pretty well, especially when I can take a list of everybody um, that's in a chat or in a live when it's not 30 or 40 people I can do. Um, or if I can get a lists of folks that are members, uh, channel members, and do that, then it works out pretty well. Yep, I appreciate that, Sam. Beekeeper says he's a radio junkie. You guys probably can see there's a couple of yeah, you can guys can see that. I have a couple of radios sitting here to the side here, and I right before the live I checked in on a couple of nets. Mick says drop beacon's awesome. I'm not taking away anything from them, but I like it more personal in the way that the community does things. Bob Tism, hey man, thank you for being here. Oh my, ducks in the cars all racing. I haven't seen that one. So I actually, I was talking earlier. I used AI to try to find the best or the most open slot for hmm, times that I might be able to do a live. And it mentioned that Friday evenings were fairly open, and that Sunday's about 12 o'clock. But I can't do that because of church. And then we usually go out to eat and all that stuff. I don't normally get home till 3 o'clock, and by that time it's time for Zach stuff, and then there's a lot more lives Sunday evening, and then so I was trying to figure out when a good time would be, but then apparently um, 6 to 8 on Fridays was good, but apparently Mo Patty said that was the time she was going to after TKE took his time slot back. So, oh my. Yeah, I haven't done as much ham radio in the more recent past than I have. I used to do it a good bit, and I still do it on some local nets. But as far as just getting on and trying to talk to somebody in foreign countries or whatever, I haven't done that so much lately. I have done a little bit of digital, but again, I don't do that a whole lot either. It kind of goes in spurts. I'll get interested, or uh, I want to play with it a little bit more sometimes. And then but then the YouTube and the knife stuff came along, and I only have so much time that I have for doing my extracurricular activities. Sam says I can't stand the numbers game personally. It's my least favorite thing. I don't like I don't like it normally because I'm not good at picking. So the last few times I've I've gone to random number generator, plugged in the range, and let the random number generator actually pick me a number. So uh, that's the way I've done it recently. Because I mean, I will usually pick the polar opposite of whatever number it is, and I have won one of um, Zach Stuff's giveaways, but that was a fluke. That's not a normal thing. Baptism says Sam and Chris. Yeah, I'm not a beekeeper says I don't get on the radio often, but I love building amps. And I've, I won't say I've never used an amp. I've not used an amp a whole lot. I don't have an amp. I'm running 100 watts, and I've been able to. I live out in the country. I don't have a lot of noise on my radio usually on my signal, so I can get around and hear a lot of people. So Abby Normal's here. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. I've been lurking, but I will say I cannot stand the random numbers game either. And I'll usually enter. I'll just usually try, but it's like it's normally not it's not my. I can't. I don't guess very well, I guess. Jay wants that's true. It says numbers game is fun because you have the possibility of a knife off. That is true. That's the one situation that I can think of where you would have a knife off, and then uh, and and in fact the one that I did win was a knife off, and then I did manage to to guess correctly on that, so which is pretty cool because I ended up with a what did I end up with? Where's it at? I don't see it. Hmm. There it is. Because I ended up with a griptilian and I had some death grip scales that I put on there, so that was pretty cool. I'm not going to complain too much. On the edge says on the phone with my mom, so not paying attention that I wasn't $1 million by any chance. No, sir. If I had that to give, that would be awesome, but I don't. Wyvern said, Mick, I rarely enter them. If I do, chances are I will DSKF if I win. Dog One says, I used to win a lot in that it was normally 2, 1 to 10. They pick 8, you pick 7. Dan Stan says, not just a couple of 100,000, no biggie. Trouble Bunny, thank you for being here, ma'am. Do appreciate it. Baptism, we are just hanging out. We are not. We've talked about knives. We've given away a knife, and then we're just chatting. We're just hanging around. In fact, I was gonna close it about 15 minutes ago, but and then we got to chatting about stuff, and I forgot about closing it out. So but oh, I see what you're saying, Bob Tizzle. Yeah, are you hanging out or worrying about a free knife? Yeah, a lot of times just hanging out, just having fun. That's the whole thing about it. The 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 freebie stuff is just a side thing. Nick says I've been lucky enough to win some really awesome stuff, been able to DSKF some stuff, cool stuff too, and that's always fun. Yep, I've got a few knives here that were uh, DSKSF'd to me, and that's really cool too. Ground Fox says a friend of mine contacted a guy in Antarctica on 20 meters with 100 watts a while back. You can get around the world on 100 watts. I checked in on a net in Australia with 100 watts and a wire up in a tree. It's either a wire up in a tree or I had for a while. I had a ground mounted vertical with a lot of radials. TC Blade says, "What's up, guy? Hey, man, we were talking about you a while ago. I had a bunch of knives out here that belong to you. We were trying to figure, we were having to figure them out and use the process of elimination. Which one was it that I was trying to figure out? This was one, and I think we figured out it was the Trivisa. That one there. But Mick Ranger says, I love this community. It definitely ain't because of the giveaways, right? And Dog One says, great live. I enjoy them very much, minus giveaways. Yep. Me and Mr. Jones. Yep, the little fatty. Mick, thank you for that information. Oh, and he's a member for 4 months. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Oh, you're all right, TC. We've just been hanging out like you guys are mentioning. That is true, Sam. If you need some killer stickers, reach out to On the Edge. He did these here. I actually mentioned those earlier. He did those there as well as don't look, Clayton, if you're still listening. I got this idea from Clayton about putting information, contact information on the back, and you can hand those out with like at Blade Show or whatever to help the people that you're talking about remember who you are. Got it, Roger Baker. Very cool. I got your IG. So yes, absolutely check with On the Edge. TC, you said that the knife was so slept on. You talking about the little fatty? Yeah, it's pretty cool looking knife. Um, and very cool compound grind, as somebody mentioned. Dude, thanks, man. I appreciate that, Mick Ranger. Thank you so much. Where did I? There it is. Thanks, man. And then Dog One, member for 8 months. Very cool, Dog One. Thank you so much. Beekeeper says I did a QSL card on the back of my business card, sell most of my honey at Hamfest. See, that's pretty cool too. Dog One says I forget we can send free fancy messages. That's true too. And I like doing the Hamfest thing too. Let's see, not this past Saturday, but Saturday before, actually rode up to one in Waynesville, North Carolina, which is, I like going up there anyways. I like going up to the mountains. And it was not hot. It was actually a cool overcast day. There was rain. There's rain in the area, so it wasn't super hot. And this is up in the mountains east or west of Asheville. So there have been times that it's been so hot that you just miserable hot. But this year was the temperature was great. Didn't stay a terribly long amount of time. Um, we I went with a gentleman that's an older gentleman that lives close to here, and he actually won one of the door prizes. But had a lot of fun. I like going up there. You can you get to meet people that you haven't seen in a while. You get to meet people that you have talked to on the radio and haven't actually met before. So it's a lot of fun. I do, Dan Stan. We got the grand boy this weekend, and he's a lot of fun. Apparently, he's on a kick where he says something and he goes blah 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 blah, which we gotta cut that part out of it. But he started kindergarten today, and apparently he was whooped. Abby Normal says, I do really love the knife community. Everyone's so kind. Try to let whoever is live play in the background while I'm doing things around the house. Some people may never know I'm around, and that's perfectly fine too. A lot of times I will do that, especially if it's a work day, and I know somebody's on. I'll turn it on and let it play. Sometimes uh, sometimes I will put on a live, like Saturday Knife Live. Um, I will put that on and go to bed because I can't stay up as late as those guys. Well, I could, but it's not. I'm not going to be able to be very functional the next day. I appreciate that, Mick. I think it's a good one. Yep. Dog one says going to the cabin Saturday, mountain, forest, lakes, right there. I like going to mountains. That's and I saw something TC said. I don't think people realize how close to the mountains we are. Yeah, both of us live in upstate South Carolina, and um, it's an hour and a half to Asheville, so it's not far at all to get up to the mountains. Um, and that was the area that got hit by Helene here really hard just over 2 years ago now, or just right at 2 years ago, almost 2 years. Absolutely, Dan Stan. He is a total mess. They only live about 15 minutes away, so we get to see him a lot. Um, Mick, I can do I'm off every other Monday, so I could potentially do a pop-up live during the week, um, during the regular work day on Mondays, which I may try to start doing. Um, we'll see on that. I've toyed with that, but that's only I'm off every other Monday, and a lot of times that's trying to get caught up on nice stuff too. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll try that. Bandstand, that's absolutely correct. Getting out of Dodge, enjoying nature. Me too. I will put a live on, and then there are certain lives that where there's certain musical instruments played that I will hit the I'll hit the I'll hit the mute button because I don't want to hear it, and then I'll forget it because I'll click on something else, and then I'll get distracted, and then it's like, oh man. Um, so yeah, that's fun. Pop-up lives are great. Yeah, I'll try to do some of those. Get together, go up to South Saluda, trout fishing with Dwayne. That would be fun. Oh man, 67, 63 to 60 to 76 there. Yeah, that's nice. Is that in the hill country of Texas there, dog one, or somewhere else? I'm fortunate enough to be able to get out on the back of our property and go hunting, and I like doing that a lot. Um, I used to have a place nearby where I could hunt, but that doesn't happen anymore. And that's what I was thinking, beekeeper. That can't be in Texas, can it? Um, but I like being able to get out in the country. New Mexico border in Colorado. Yep, that sounds more like it. Um, but I love being outside. My my hobbies are hunting. Yep, my hobbies are hunting. I do that, and that kills me on doing a lot of stuff on Saturdays during hunting season because I like to be in the woods. And then those every other Mondays that I'm talking about, I like getting out. I like getting out in the woods. TC says Shelby and I love to hunt. Jed lives to fish. Um, I like being out there. I've got my cameras going. I'm a gadget person. If you guys didn't realize that, I've got my cameras going in the back, and had a little fawn on camera this morning, and he was standing there, and its ears were so big. It was partially because of the light and the sunlight shining through its ears. Um, Absolutely doggone. We've got 24 acres here, and I love it. I love being able to just get out. But it's just cool to see the babies growing. SC Knife Monkey says, "Got me a new crossbow. Wish I could still draw back a compound." And South Carolina has a very long hunting season. Ours up here in the upstate goes from September the 15th to January the 1st. Starts out with a couple of weeks of archery only, then goes with a couple of weeks of primitive weapon, which includes muzzleloaders and crossbows, archery, and then October the 11th usually starts out the rifle season. My birthday is September the 13th, but my wife always says that it's September the 15th because that's when deer season starts. So I have I have two I have two deer seasons, or two excuse me, two birthdays, one the start of deer season, and then the regular birthday. So it's all good. All right, so that hanging around for a few more minutes is now turned out to be another 30 minutes, which is pretty cool. Beekeeper says, I miss hunting in Texas. Colorado is mainly birds. You can do some you can do some elk hunting there in Colorado, can't you, Beekeeper? Vic says my son's birthday is September the 16th. Dog One says we got hog hunting 24. Yeah, absolutely. I'll kill a hog while I'm deer hunting. Um, I've actually got a hog with a crossbow before. I don't join. Okay, deers and ducks. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of. Well, I don't know if I've ever duck hunted. I can see where that would be some fun if you had a good place. It's normally just deer, and I have a creek bottom down at the back of the property, and I've got some good bucks on camera already down there. TC says going to see if we can get Shelby a buck on September. Good deal, TC. That'd be cool. Nick says son's birthday is September 16th. He's going to be 21. Dude, it just seems like yesterday that the grand boy was little, and now he's 6 years old and being nuts, and he likes to deer hunt too. So um, I got one with him in the stand year before last. Last day of the it was December the 31st, and he got really excited when I got that deer. So that is very cool. TC says elk is on my bucket list. South Carolina Knife Monkey says mule deer is my bucket list. I want to go elk hunting. Bad. I know somebody that might be able to help me out with that. Mick said I shot a buffalo frog. I don't know what that is. Yeah, archery's fun too. Beekeeper says it's fun till you're in a frozen pond at 3 a.m. See, I'm not a morning person like that. It's hard enough to get up to go deer hunting, but getting up at 3 a.m. to set up decoys out in a frozen pond, that's just not my way of fun. Dog One says that's a sad thing. There used to be a place for folks to hunt public. Yeah, and but the bad thing is, Dog One, sometimes there is some public land around here, but especially for turkey hunting, it's like you can't go anywhere and not run over people. Um, so yeah, it's crazy. Big old toad. Uh, Bessie Knife Monkey says 2 years ago, swap out, take my bow, some instead of 308. Yep. Oh, and it's people think if you're a hunter, you're wanting to kill deer or kill animals, but I like watching animals, especially if it's something that I don't normally see. On the way home, I had to drive to a local town this morning. Coming back this afternoon, I saw two sets of fawns very close to the road, and I slow down and watch them and enjoy seeing them because it's a lot of fun. I just like watching I just like watching animals. I do like the deer hunt because, well, it's good food. It's a lot better for you than a lot of other stuff, but I like watching animals too. Dan Stanley says I used to love whitetail hunting. I was gung ho from 10 to 30. After my father passed, I pretty much stopped. He was my hunting buddy. Yeah, I can understand that. Okay. Nick says there are poisonous toads out here in Arizona that are deadly to dogs. Yeah, Dog one is too crowded. It's just nuts. Bandstand said in northern Minnesota, there's a ton of public land to hunt, but down here in Texas, not so much. TC said, it used to be a tradition for me to go to the mountains and spend a week off the grid bear hunting. Never killed a bear, seen a few. TC, my neighbor across the street actually got a big bear on camera. Yeah, and that's fun too. SC Knife Monkey. So last year I used 2 tags. I think I used 3. But it's fun just to watch them and video them. I went hunting with my brother-in-law. They have restrictions, and I videoed a nice buck, and I showed my neighbor across the street, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know if I'd have let that one walk," but that was his rules. Mick says my neighbor asked me what the bang was, and I told him I shot a toad. He looked at me like I was nuts. On the edge says I like watching the fish cleaning and butchering videos. And you can learn a lot of stuff off of YouTube. Greg Vanderlip, thank you for being here, man. Dog one says a lot of hunting is enjoying the world. Yep, yep. Got to be a buck. Everything else lives. Cougar, bobcats, possums, coons. Snare a couple of rabbits every a year. Yeah, it's fun watching stuff that doesn't know you're there, and watching them do their thing. It does. It does. Watching animals super fun, and it is better for you, especially with what they're doing a lot to the regular cattle. Mick says I definitely ain't gonna shoot no more toads. I got a net now. Oh man, he didn't like that, huh? Eh, Where I live, for years um, there was a gun range, like, let's see, one, two, three houses up, and during hunting season it was aggravating because you would be trying to hunt and somebody would come in and start shooting like right before dark when you're really trying to listen, to catch a deer that you can hopefully then catch sight of. But there was times you just had to put your earmuffs on, and wait because there was so much shooting. Roger Baker um, won the little giveaway a while ago. On the Edge says, seriously, watching a master butchering a large yellowtail fascinating sashimi preparation is pretty cool. Wish I could go hunting again. Doing a fishing trip would be cool. Yeah, man. Rest up and hopefully you can get out there and do that again. It's pretty cool. Mick says my boss was a big time deer hunter. He would stock me up with deer meat. It was awesome. I already have orders from my wife that I need to get some extra deer this year. Some of the folks at work want it, so we'll try to help out with that. Greg says I was looking. SC Knife Monkey says on the edge of where all the good game are. Yeah, I think on the edge is in Wyoming, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's pretty cool when you can trade off with people. The ones that's needing the deer meat, they keep us supplied with chicken and duck eggs all year, um, which those things were like gold for a while. Just the eggs was like they were made out of real gold for a while. Um, and Dan Stan, yeah, some of these guys cutting those fish up, it's just like a few flicks of the knife and they're done. Anytime I wanted extra hours, bring him tomatoes. We we've got a little we've got a little garden. That reminds me, I need to check the okra. We got a mess of okra out there, and my wife doesn't like it to get too large. It doesn't cook up as tender. So I've got to get out there tomorrow and check it because I haven't checked it in a few days. But it's starting to kind of wind down a little bit. The tomatoes, I think they're about done, and the squash and the zucchini's done for the time being. Beekeeper says my boss was a big hunter, taught me hunting, let me use his private. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool, Beekeeper. OT says I'm in the prime hunting and fishing area out of Cheyenne. Used to do a lot of elk and deer hunting west in the mountains. Yeah, yeah, that's right on the edge. That would be the coolest thing is just to get out in the mountains and be able to hunt out there. Greg Lavendalip says I have the Vasti Porcupine, Sativian ST-128, CRKT Tailbone, Wixco Phoenix, and the Savivi Gal with my Mad Yako Hank. Very cool, Greg Vanderlip. And yeah, I have not been, we have not been to Wyoming, the Wyoming area, Wyoming, Montana area. And I think that would be so cool to do. Um, just to go out there and see all that stuff. I've been to Seattle. I haven't been to Oregon. I haven't been to Idaho. I haven't been to Wyoming or Montana or the Dakotas. I haven't been to New Mexico either. I have been to Arizona. I've been to California. I have not been to Nevada. But those are areas that I think would be very cool. I did get to go to New England last year, and I was hoping I would see some more wildlife, but we didn't see a whole lot of wildlife. We did a lot of driving, but didn't see a whole lot of wildlife. On the edge says there's a ton of antelope, not actually antelope. Factory there, North American pronghorn, with a bunch of bison too. People do not realize how big a bison is on the edge. It's nuts. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to call it. I went way longer than I expected to go tonight. And y'all, oh, now and then bears will wander into town. Or a cat. See, that'd be cool to see too. That would be cool to see too. Trout fishing might be one of my favorite things to do, especially stream fishing. Pack a lunch, spend a day exploring up and down the river, fishing in general. Yeah, I haven't been fishing in a while. TC says it's amazing out west. Been everywhere west of the Mississippi except for Alaska and Hawaii, and I keep telling Carrie and Shelby how beautiful it is. Absolutely. All right, you guys, y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks so much for hanging around. We had some cool conversations here, not just about the knives, but about other stuff as well. So that is awesome. Really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you made it, Greg. Appreciate you dropping by. Mick says I have two crazy bear stories. Oh man, Mick, do we need to get on a live with you so you can tell those stories? Thanks, J1. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun chatting with you guys. Mick says I think I told my bear stories a few times. See, we don't normally have bears, but my neighbor got a big black bear It's big. It looked big on the pictures. A big black bear across the street. And it doesn't bother me one bit to walk into the woods at night. Now, and I know that a bear, a black bear especially, is not likely to, not likely to even mess with you. But yeah, that's a little concerning. We got some nice sized bobcats as well. Supposedly we don't have big cats, but that's just what they say. Mick, I look forward to hearing your bear stories, man. All right, you guys. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening and a good weekend. It's almost here. Hope everyone has an enjoyable. Um, had a bear walk through my spot in PA. My heart was racing. Yeah, I can see that. Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Hope to see y'all again next week. We'll be same bat channel, 9:30 p.m. and we may try a pop up one on Monday after next. We'll see. But you guys have a good one. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. And the awesome community. That's absolutely correct, Mick. Y'all have a good one. Good night.